Archbishop of Radio is back.
DJSbuLive with DJ SBU, weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m.
About Oskido, it's like he coined the term I believe, because you gotta believe for anything to happen in your life, for you to get ahead, for you to progress, you really have to believe. There's something called faith. Melutembe uma umuntu. This is Lauren Daigle. You say on a Monday afternoon. Welcome to our gospel hour on DJSbuLive. It's gonna be like this every Monday. Send us your voice notes. Share with us some of your testimonials or some of your stories that you may think that are inspirational that you'd like to share with the public. But make sure that everything is less than 45 seconds, and then we will share it and play it on air. That number that you can send us your voice notes to, our WhatsApp line is 074-940-7992. That's 074-940-7992. Now, before we get into the news, let me let you know that this afternoon we've got an incredible guest, and we actually didn't think that he was going to make it anymore, but he is in studio and we're quite excited about having him over. I'll let you know in a moment. Siyanibona lapho ku Facebook, siyanibona lapho ku YouTube, siyanibona lapho ku Instagram, siyanibona lapho emateksini, siyanibona lapho kuma website, siyababona nabo bonke abasilalele ngama apps. It's welcome to Massiv Metro.
Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Tina, galasonke, sasindi so, sinobom, bapagate, oh. Oh Lord, oh galasonke, sasendisa, sinabom, bapagate, galasonke, sasendisa. Sinobom bapagate, oh kalosonke sasindisa. Sinobom bapagate, oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our gospel hour. We do this every Monday. The first hour is a motivation Monday, inspirational hour. You'll hear a lot of inspirational music, gospel music and the likes, just to revive your spirits. And that's how we've designed our show. You are the one that designed this show. Remember, the entire week, last week, we were asking you the things you'd like to listen to on this show. You guys decided that you want all the different things, and we've made sure that we deliver it exactly how you guys wanted it. You said on Mondays, the first hour has to be gospel or inspirational music. We've brought you exactly that. South African born poets and a healer. No. I've got a wrong script. But you are a healer though. That's why I can believe it, like a healer. No, this is a wrong script. Oh yeah. Ngifuna profile. Enhle yazini asingangeni ku profile Xolile mfowethu.
I don't hear.
Ngifuna senzele ne. Mr. Thabethe is in the studio, guys.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your journey. Ubani Xolile uphuma kuphi mfowethu?
Yes sir.
Our show, by the way, is an inspirational show. So ungasabi ukuxoxa ezinye izinto ongacabanga ukuthi mhlambe abanye abantu bazocabanga ukuthi impilo yami ebhlungu nangu. Share, my brother, just to inspire people.
Yeah, so my name is Xoli Thabethe. I'm from Mpumalanga KwaNdebele Siyabuswa. I came to Joburg in 2003 to pursue music full time, and I started at CJC, which was in Parktown at the time, and God's grace, I met up with Benjamin Dube, who took me in and discovered me. So I came under him, and I was a singer at the time and the keyboard player as well. So fast forward, and then I started becoming a producer. I met up before I started producing. I was doing the backing vocals with him and traveling with him, and then I met up people like Mjakes Thebe, quite a lot of producers who were around at the time. Remember this group Yabo used to call Redeemed. Redeemed.
It still is around. They just have not recorded any new material.
Yes, and then I started working with him, and then he showed me this whole computer thing, Cubase and blah 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 blah. And then
also you're mentored by Mjakes.
Like for years.
Check. Joe, you mentored me. Most of my hits come from you and Robbie, my man.
So
we salute you. I think the country has not celebrated Mjakes enough, eh?
Not really.
Mjakes Thebe, thank you, my brother. Thank you for everything, my brother.
Yeah. So obviously, fast forward, I started producing. Met up with Jabu Hlongwane, met up with Twins in Number, started producing them as well. I did.
You've worked with big names.
Well, God's grace. So after it was your Soli Mahlangu's, Kekes, and then I started producing all of them. Dr. Dumi came along as well. Obviously, all these artists, it's either I'm producing or the music director or I'm a keyboard player over this like 15 years now. And then, but obviously I was so comfortable with the area I was in, meaning being behind an artist.
Yeah,
that has been my specialty, and I'm so comfortable with that space. That's in the gospel space, right? And in the secular space, obviously, I've been working with Thabiso Mazwaina for almost like 11 years now.
Wow! For those who don't know, he's been working with the great Thabiso Mazwaina, the king,
and Keifa Simenya, Mafigizolo. I was the keyboard player that played on. I was the keyboard. Well, you asked for it, so I'm just dropping it out there.
Go right ahead, my brother. So ain't no shame.
I'm the keyboard player that played on Zahara's album, the one that sold millions. So let's just get out of the way. So and then your Shante Moore's, international, and. So I've seen God taking me through stuff. Obviously, I know that I'm naming all these names and it sounds like this was done in 1 month. It was a process. I mean, we will talk about 15 years here. I stayed a Foslo for Mang Figures actually. I stayed a Foslo. Romini, because maybe you're making them uncomfortable based on your success. So
Mpumalanga uthuze egoli uhamba uhlala emarumini wabantu usithathe leso sibindi ungasisho ukuthi nalapho yakhona kuyoba njani.
Look, honestly, you know how it is when you come up with when you're brought up from one parent kind of family, when umama uyakupenda usebenzayo and the dad is not around. I was so hopeful that I would have money to go to school and study something, pharmacist or a doctor or whatever, and there was no money. So I had to use my talent right there at home. So every Friday I used to play drums, go my SCOs and SM. So my brother had a baki. We used to travel around and go to the school on just the praise section and go to another school. I'm off Fridays most of the time, but I knew that as I was about to finish now my grade 12. So obviously what's going to happen after, I needed to launch out from my area. And Mpumalanga, I mean, it's a very small place. So we're not talking a lot of people there. So I moved and I pursued coming to Joburg. But before then, we went to Benjamin Dube's church to promote ourselves. So and then he spotted me there. And then look, there's a school in Joburg, maybe you can come through and then ufunde khona. At the time I didn't have money, so the only money I think I had was probably like 5 grand khona engihlanganise kubo ande uhlangise 200 la uhlangise 200 just to buy school fee, but the registration and textbooks and whatnot. I didn't have money to pay for the school fees throughout, so I thought to myself, with the little that I have, I'm going to use my faith and apply it and make sure that it's action now. I had only a bag when I came to Joburg. A bag that's the only thing I had. And ne room was for a week. Fast forward 15 years later, I've got a family now. And I left home with just a bag. So my question is, wherever you are, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? So yes, the circumstances around you, they're not conducive enough, or they're not giving you the luxurious whatever or comfortability to pursue something. But the issue is, how grateful are you with the little that you have where you are to pursue what you want? Because when I came to Joburg, all these people didn't even know about me. So I came here and I just wanted to pursue this. And today I've even produced some TV shows as well. I've done some music. I've been nominated for the SAFTAs as well, for the Crown Gospels as well. But when I left home, I only had a bag.
And faith.
And my faith was there with me.
So
so you can imagine. That's what I'm saying to you. All these things now, because now I'm saying them now because I'm at Massiv Metro and there's time constraints and whatnot.
And I want you to inspire. I want you to heal.
It looks like everything is just 1 week. I met up this one, I met up this one next week, and then boom,
That's over a decade of work.
It was hectic, my brother. It was hectic, and I'm not talking just about running out of money when you're in Joburg. I mean, like, when you've gotten the job, now they've given you this project. They say, no, fine, you're gonna play keyboards to Zahara's album, and then all of a sudden, no, we'll pick you up tomorrow morning, and you're so excited. Now you've told everyone. The next morning, people are not picking you up. That works against your confidence. You're feeling ish. You start overthinking. That's what they say. You start overthinking. You're worried whether, am I good enough? Am I good enough to handle that kind of a project? So my take is, if you trust and believe in His word, and you have the faith to do all these things, I think my God will do it all completely.
His name is Xolile. He's on the DJ SBU show. Would like to welcome you and thank you so much for choosing to spend your afternoon with us. Xoli Thabethe and Xolo Munyo Mwango. We'll come back and talk about the song.
Above you, Lord. No one else is greater than you. You alone deserve the praise. To you, O Lord, every knee should bow. You are the great I am. You are the living God. Bright morning star. You are the living one. No one else above you, Lord. No one else greater than you. You alone deserve the praise. To you, O Lord, every knee should bow. You are the great I am. You are the living God. The bright morning star. You are. God. Thou art holy, Lord. Thou art wonderful. Thou art marvelous. Thou art faithful, God. Thou art holy. You are the great I am. You are the living God. You are the bright morning star. You are I am. You are I am. You are I am. You are I am. You are the living word.
Jehovah, danke siyakubonga Nkosi. Jehovah Thixo siyakubonga Baba. Xoli Thabethe and Xoli Mncwango, living word. Awusitshele ngale ngoma.
Yo, Philip, this song, I think I was just looking for that simple line. I think like most writers, we've turned to complicate sometimes the message that we want to say to God. Sometimes you can just say simple things like, you are the living word, you are the bright morning star, you are, I am. So when we wrote this song, I wrote this song with Gama Matonsi. I think you know him, he Naya as well,
Sure.
under Mjakes. So when we wrote this song, we just wanted to have a simple praise song, contemporary, obviously, you know, we're 2019 now. So but this album was recorded in 2015, only released in 2019. So I'll tell you about the story, how emotional it is.
Xoli Thabethe live on DJSbuLive on Massiv Metro. www.massivmetro.
Yeah. So Sbuda, I like I said, I've been producing a lot of artists, and God's grace, obviously. I had a challenge that out of all these artists that I've been producing, I have been so comfortable with the seat I was in, and I knew that God had given me the gift of singing, but I never wanted to pursue that route. I've always wanted to build a name for myself as a music producer. But I think in 2017, this thing started bothering me that in 2015 I recorded my album based on the songs. So normally when I do projects, I call different writers to send me songs and all of that to put together. So there were songs that I always kept on the side, like maybe I'll use this for someone else later in the year. And then little did I know that all of that material I was putting aside, it was actually my project. I wasn't aware. Then I decided to call my friends, like, hey man, guys, can you just come through and let's put together something? I'll feature artists. So the album, I was meant to produce this album and feature like a collaboration album and have artists singing these songs. And then all of them, they cancelled, you know, one by one, obviously. The other one says, hey, look, man, something came up, I can't come through to the recording, blah, 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 blah. I ended up finding myself, like 2 days before the show, that I've been singing all these songs. And then I sang the album.
Yeah.
Because I'd already paid the venue and all of that and booked things. So I was like, no, it's fine, let me just record it. My voice will be just the guides, and then I'll throw them later in the studio.
Yeah.
So, and then we recorded the whole album. I lost interest right there. I lost interest. I went into a dark space where I felt like this music thing it's no longer working for me. I honestly wanted to pursue something else. Emotionally, I was so disturbed. I forgot about the project, took the project, put it on the safe, left it right there. 2018 December, my project came right in the middle of the night. I was like, hey, my guy, you recorded something 4 years ago. Go into those files, release this thing.
Wow.
I opened the hard drive. When I opened the hard drive, everything was done. We had done overdubs. We had literally cleaned the whole album. That was, we recorded 2015 May. 2019 Feb, that's when I released the album. Then I called it Into the Deep. Into the Deep comes from the scripture in the Bible where Jesus told Simon Peter to cast his net, to launch his nets into the deep, to catch fish. And imagine the whole day they've been toiling and trying to catch fish and nothing. They were catching nothing. Then this says to me in plain simple English, they've tried this thing their own way and it never worked out the whole day. But when he came with the words of wisdom, he says, launch into the deep and cast your nets deeper. They cast their nets and they caught fish, my brother, that can feed everyone. So then my twist will say, how many times, how many projects, how many things have you done when Enzo Sbu, trying to do them with your own understanding and your own will to make them happen, and they never happened, and then randomly a more fire idea would come to you, and then all of a sudden everything opens up, and you imagine now all the people that are supposed to connect you with the next person who's going to connect you with the next distributor who's going to connect you with the next person. Everything started working out. So my question is, how bad are you willing to just let God do it? Because most of the time you want to do things your own way and they never turn out. I mean, we can have that discussion the whole day.
Xoli Thabethe, brand new album, Into the Deep. But Leli Wu. Actually, as in, we'll play it after the news, guys. We'll play it after the news. It's Leli Wundlu. What is Wundlu?
The lamb that was slain.
Oh, okay, I get it. Okay, let's go to the 4 o'clock news and then we'll come back. Oh, now I'm Xoli futhi. Xoli no Xoli. Isikhathi sezindaba no Xoli. Nasiqeda indaba ngoXoli siyabuya sovalela somunye Xoli ngapha. Get it. What would you like to say as your last words? And ngokulivala levangeli namhlanje mfethu.
Yeah, my album is available on all digital stores. Xoli Into the Deep, and trust me, it will really bless your heart. There's beautiful songs in there written specifically for you, whatever situation you're going through. Trust and believe in God that He will make things happen for you. Yeah, SBU.
Thank you, mfethu. Congratulations.
Sure. Thanks, man.
Leli Wundlu ela